abundance. I agree with wealth and abundant thoughts. I release all opposition to wealth and abundance. Money flows to me. I am wealthy. I am surrounded by money. I think, talk, and walk like I am wealthy. Abundance is my birthright. Wealth comes to me from many sources. I allow myself to be blessed with abundance. I release any negative thoughts about money. I attract abundance. I use money wisely. Accumulating money comes easily to me. It is my pleasure to manage the money that flows to me. I always have more money than I need. I have a magnetic attraction to money. Today is filled with opportunities, and I will seize them. My life is abundant. I deserve wealth. I attract money with positive energy. I am grateful for the money I have. My wealth grows daily. I create abundance and share it freely with the world. I am generous with money as I have more than enough. I use my money to make a difference in the world. I deserve prosperity. Wealth flows to me in streams of abundance. I think, talk, and walk like I am wealthy. I am magnetic to money, and it is magnetic to me. There are no boundaries to how much money I will attract into my life. I will always be able to attract more money. Money is energy, and I vibrate on the same frequency. I allow abundance in all areas of my life. I am grateful for all that I have and receive. The only limit to my abundance is my mindset. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I see myself as wealthy, and that is
freedom is truly the thing that we're all searching for.
Financial news, trading, and investing all in one place, but also in a language and in words and cultural references that you can actually understand.
And this is one of the reasons why I'm super excited about the Money Matrix.
Done by people who actually do it, who actually live it, and who are actually professionals.
Because we're going to be showing you how to actually make money on your own terms whenever you want.
So, I encourage you to join us on the Money Matrix, where you can learn, potentially earn, and return that knowledge and game and potentially money to your family.
And that is truly what we all want. It's not more money, it's actually freedom.
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
New people or new jobs or new companies that are announcing layoffs. So that number may have fallen a little bit slightly, but I am actually personally anticipating it to unfortunately start to grow week by week.
Okay. Well, in New York news, in Battle Bank, investors are paying a lot of attention to the health of regional banks in the New York area, where Wall Street is. So it's a lot of attention to not only the Wall Street big banks, but also the local banks, because it affects that local economy, which then kind of spreads out, okay? So this is also the 1-year anniversary approaching in March 2023 that happened when all of those regional banks started to crash and be downgraded from the different type of credit systems, credit rating companies, okay? So something to definitely keep an eye on. The regional banks' shares have been in free fall, losing more than 50% of their market value this year. The move reflects concerns that smaller banks are being hit by shrinking profits and losses in real estate. Interest rates are going up. People are buying less homes because it's not as affordable, and banks are losing money. So something to keep our eye on, because the regional banks are some of the first signs of what the everyday man or woman is doing.
Interesting. Love that. In other news, and I actually want to hop into earnings, but we just had like a little breaking news that just came out. Kind of interesting. So the SCOTUS, and I ain't gonna lie, I just had to Google and figure out what is a SCOTUS exactly. I'm not gonna lie. So it's the Supreme Court of the United States. See, you had it wrong too, right? Yeah. The Supreme Court of the United States just announced that they are going to be making a decision, I believe today, if they're actually going to be removing former President Trump off of all ballots. Wow. So that
would definitely shake some markets.
Ooh, it would shake up some people. People are gonna be pissed because right now he's winning these primaries in a lot of different states, which are so crazy. I'm like, who is actually voting for Trump? Apparently people are, but they're actually going to decide today if they're going to remove him from these ballots. So I just wanted to share that breaking news with you that just came through.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So ARM, it's trying to decide to be a leader in the arms race of AI, or if they're just going to let NVIDIA take over. But ARM, ARM, their symbol, they designed chips for smartphones and a range of other devices, beat their earning estimates, and offered a strong forecast as they say AI is boosting their sales. Shares soared as much as 41% in extended trading. ARM is among the latest winners in a stock market recently driven by technology companies, and in part hoping to grow through these AI efforts.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see about ARM. Also, I was reading, as you said, they stock shot up. It's actually currently about up $21 a share, but NVIDIA is actually one of their biggest customers. And so this is also probably why, obviously, if NVIDIA is growing, then ARMS, who clearly NVIDIA pay a lot of money to, is definitely growing as well. Excuse me. In other news, when it comes to earnings, PayPal released their earnings yesterday evening, I believe, after the closing bell. And as we anticipated, they fell. You know, PayPal just hasn't been able to really catch ground. People are calling them melting ice. Not sure where we get this from, but basically a company that's sinking, okay? And so PayPal stock fell about 8.59%, which is about $5.43, and is down to trading to about $57.81.
Okay, yes, and talking about AI, Google rebrands their Bard AI to Gemini and launches a new subscription app. So in the beginning of 2023, everybody was going crazy about the AI wars booming, primarily with OpenAI launching ChatGPT in 2017, but really gaining critical acclaim around the late 2022. And they received a big multi-billion-dollar investment from Microsoft and others, and a lot of the other tech companies were playing catch-up. Google then launched Bard AI as a competitor, but it really didn't keep up to speed. They already had plans for Gemini, but Gemini was kind of the bigger model only for the corporates, and now they've rebranded all of Bard into Gemini and released Gemini itself to the public. Okay, so Google announced the major rebrand this morning of its AI chatbot and assistant, including a fresh app rollout and new usage on the subscription options, all right? So something to keep our eye on. The AI race has different components, from chips to software to SaaS products to the overall markets, all right? So we want to always be abreast. Obviously, Google is one of the top companies in the world and one of the top companies in that famous FANG group of Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. So Google's parent company, Alphabet, and Google are saying that they're here to stay and looking to make their mark on the AI race.
Love that. Love that. In other news, going back to some of our earnings, Mattel, who is the owner of I'm a Barbie girl. Not that song, but just Barbie. And so as you guys know, they had a big year last year with that Barbie movie. Now, apparently they don't own the entire movie, because I was actually researching, like, how much of the movie profits does Mattel actually get, as I was doing my research trying to figure out how their earnings was going to do. They actually don't get all of the earnings from the movie. They have a percentage of the earnings from the movie, but either way, as you guys know, all big kids and little kids alike were in love with Barbie towards the end of the year, and everybody was buying them for Christmas. I know we bought a few for Christmas as well. We bought some black Barbies and white Barbies. You know, we all diverse over here. And they actually are up about 1.44%. Currently, they actually shot up as high as 2.60%. Now they're up about 1.44%. So about 27 cents. So not a huge jump, but they did actually rise from their earnings. They're trading around $19.08. And I will say, when I was purchasing these calls yesterday on Mattel, I was actually really surprised at how low Mattel's stock price was. You would think that a brand such as Barbie and a brand such as Mattel, that their stock price would be way higher, because Mattel, and I didn't know this, also owns American Girl. And I know young Dominique used to love her Addie doll, okay? She was like the first like real black doll, right? And so I love my Addie doll, and I was really surprised to know that Mattel's only trading at $19.08. So if someone's looking for a good quality company, good quality stock that's trading, you know, less than $100, this is one of them.
Right. Interesting, because in the analysis yesterday, we shorted Mattel during the day. So we are down $36 on that short, so hopefully that works out for you on the call side.
Oh, it did. It's already up.
Okay, great. Yes. Longer term, we did say, I think, on the call option, 14, 30, 60 days out from the analysis, but on the 1 hour and 2 hour, it did have a short signal. Okay. All right, so in sports media streaming, yesterday we announced that ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery announced a joint sports streaming service. Also on yesterday, Disney through ESPN announced that they're also launching their own sports streaming service. So the Disney CEO, Bob Iger, basically came out and was like, hey, we want to reach every sports fan every way. So they're looking to compete for the streaming wars and get the sports fans in any way possible. Now, this is big news because the NFL and other major sport conglomerates said they were caught off guard by the announcement yesterday from the joint streaming partners and wanted to figure out what they were going to be doing in this, because a lot of these NFL, MLB have their TV right deals with these companies. And so what ESPN came out and said was they were looking actually for the NFL and maybe other conglomerates to become equity investors into their new sports streaming service. So they would be incentivized to join that ESPN streaming service. So it's going to be very interesting. I mean, you got the AI wars, you got the streaming wars, you have robots versus humans in the job force. We are in some very, very interesting times. The even more interesting about it is we can make money whether the market's going up or down around all of these different information factors and data sources. So that's a cool part to be a part of, but also we want to make sure that everybody is, very bare minimum, is informed on what's going on, because it's really shaping the present and the future. We are in a lot of wars. I didn't realize that. It's real. All right. So now we're... what? I was going to say beat the bell. Beat the bell? Oh, real quick. I was going to do two more earnings that just came out this morning. One was Hershey Yummy Chocolates. Now, this is probably more their quarter, Q1, you know what I'm saying, Valentine's Day. But Hershey Q4 earnings came out. They did not apparently their revenue fell a little bit slightly in Q4. They actually are looking to cut jobs as well, which I think will reduce their cost about $60 million or so this year. So they're actually about to start announcing job cuts. They haven't announced them yet, but they are about to start announcing them. They're actually down about 2.68%. This morning, which is about $5. So they're down about $5 this morning, and Hershey trades around $189.05. In other news, airlines, as you guys know, airlines, specifically Boeing and Alaskan Airlines, they've had a rough start to the year. But Spirit Airlines had a decent start, apparently, in Q4, or decent Q4. As you guys know, they've been in talks with like JetBlue. They've been trying to buy each other, and then they said the deal can't go through, so they got their own little war going on right now. But Spirit Airlines did do well with their earnings. They're actually up about 3.45%, so they're up about 26 cents. Spirit Airlines is only trading at $7.19, you guys, which is crazy. Talk about a discount airline, okay? Even the stock is discounted. So the stock is trading at $7.19 and is up 24 cents. So if you had any calls on Spirit, you're probably, smiling just a little bit. But yeah, that's the latest on the earnings that came out this morning. Okay. So now moving over into our Beat the Bell segment, we are going to be reviewing all of the global news and numbers from the markets last night and pre-market as we prepare for the opening bell. Okay, so we're going to kick it off in the Asia market and identify what happened over there. It seems to be that it was mixed. The Asian Dow was down 0.11%. The Nikkei 225 was up 2.06%. The Hang Seng Index was down 1.27%. The Shanghai Index was up 1.28%. The Sensex Index was down 1. And the Singapore Index was down 0.42%. Okay? Okay. Let's hop and look at our U.S. equities. Our U.S. equities this morning, our Dow is up 0.40%. The S&P 500 is up 0.82%. Our NASDAQ is up 0.95%. Our VIX is up 1.33%. Gold is down 0.78%, and our oil is up 1.29%. Interesting that the VIX are up and the equities are up, so I want to see how that looks on the futures, because, again, typically when the VIX is up, the equities are down. So we will see if that's showing some downside pressure when we hop into the analysis of our charts. So let's go over into the futures, and boom, here we go. Dow Jones futures is up 0.8%. S&P 500 futures is down 0.08%. The NASDAQ futures are down 0.10%. Gold is down 0.77%. Silver is down 0.72%. And crude oil is up 1.27%. So that news kind of tells me that the equity opens may be down on the opening. We shall see. Hopping right into the forex markets, the euro is down 0.22%. The yen is up 0.74%. The Great British pound is down 0.36%. The Australian dollar is down 0.49%. The DXY index is up 0.32%, and the Wall Street Journal dollar index is up 0.31%. And rounding it out in
crypto. Crypto, really quickly. Actually, since we're talking about crypto, I forgot to mention this yesterday. If any of you had money in Celsius, like I did, check your email because we got not all of our monies, but a nice chunk of it back yesterday. So emails came out yesterday. They sent us Ethereum and they sent us Bitcoin. And you have to go and actually put your code into PayPal or Venmo, and then they give you those coins. So I was able to get some of my money back from Celsius if anyone had that. Yeah, I meant to mention that to you guys. But anyway, going over into what's going on in the markets currently. Bitcoin is currently up, you guys. Actually, I saw an announcement come through this morning. It just crossed back over 45,000. So that's very exciting. Bitcoin is up 2.37%, trading around $45,161 a coin. I love saying a coin because that sounds like a lot for one little coin. Ethereum is up 0.12%, trading around $2,432. Excuse me, XRP is up 0.83%. Bitcoin Cash is up 1.37%. Litecoin is up 0.47%, and Monero, who was actually up a lot yesterday, is down 2.40%.
All right, so now let's go ahead and hop into some chart analysis and look what we're looking at for pre-market today on the news. All right, so we know yesterday we started out at about 7,200 with our swing trades. We got up to about 9,000. We took about 1,000 of that off the table, actualizing our profits from some day trades and some swing trades. So we're now starting the day at about 7,900. Okay. Netflix still battling along. We're up 7,600 on that. BlackRock, we were down 1,800 last week. It turned all the way around. Now we're up 270 on that. Love to see it. Nancy, we're up. Our Forex is starting to turn around and go positive. So love to see that. As we got into some of those day trades and swing trades earlier in the week, we are down on Mattel, USD, Euro, and JPY to get the day started, all right? So hopping into the futures, if you guys can notice and see, the algorithms are coming along and getting ready for delivery very soon. So very excited about that, as they are now starting to get finished in TradingView. So that means that we will be selling them to the community soon, as they are in their final rounds of development. Okay, so starting out on the NASDAQ, on the 1 day, we can see that it was up. All right, we did announce that the futures were down pre-market, right? So stepping down into the 2 hour, right? I can see a sell signal here on the NASDAQ. Doesn't surprise me, as some seller pressure was coming in from the top of that standard deviation on the day chart, and the VIX is showing positive today, up 1%. And so this kind of goes along with what I was saying earlier, that it's a high probability that the equity futures would start on the downside. It may trend down through the day. We shall see. There's also some economic news coming out. Crude oil at 10:30, I believe, and some FOMC members speaking in the afternoon. So it should be a lot of volume and volatility in the market, all right? But on the 1 hour, right now, we are in the middle of a sell signal on the NASDAQ. So we will look to be maybe short side bias for the first half of this session or throughout the show. And we'll keep our eye on it throughout the day. All right, going into the 10-year Treasury notes. The 10-year Treasury notes are also down on the 1 hour, the 2 hour, and the 1 day. Okay, so sell side bias on the 10-year Treasury notes, all right, which is going to be interesting to see if the interest rates continue to trend down and the equities trend down. We will see. Typically, they go in the inverse, but sometimes they get discorrelated, if you will. So we shall see. Going over into the metals, looking at gold. Gold has got a sell signal today on the way down. All right, so we'll keep our eye on that. The 2 hour is trending down for oil since yesterday at 12 o'clock. And the 1 hour also just got a sell signal at 7 o'clock. Okay, so gold, we're going to be sell side bias right now on equities, interest rates, and metals. All right, and then now going over to the energy markets. The energy markets on the day chart have been in a sell signal for the last couple of days. Did get some support off that second standard deviation, is now starting to charge up and is right at the VWAP on the 1 day chart. All right, on the 2 hour chart, it is in the middle of a buy signal, and on the 1 hour chart is also in the middle of a buy signal. So looking to be bullish on the energy market, short interest, short metals, and short equities, especially in the beginning, and we'll see what the data leads us through. How about you, Dominique, on the options world?
All right, checking out some of our options. So I have eyes on a couple different things, excuse me, this morning. The first one I wanted to take a look at was Affirm. So Affirm will be releasing their earnings today after the closing bell. After the closing bell today. So I wanted to take a look and see how they are potentially might perform today or this evening after the closing bell, but also just during today as the anticipation lies as we're waiting for the earnings to come out today. All right, so we had, as I mentioned, the earnings come out this evening. And right now, I'm currently on the day chart, right? So on this day chart, as you can see, right here, we are currently in a buy signal for the day. Affirm is currently up about 91 cents pre-market, okay? But let's go down a little bit deeper. Let's check out the 1 minute. All right. 1 minute chart here. Let's get a little deeper in. And our 1 minute chart, as you can see, there was a buy signal, a bit of a short, a sell signal as well, but it looks like it's actually starting to rise. So that's the 1 minute, and then looking at our 3, we're in a bit of a sell here, and then 5, we're also in a sell. So as you can see, Affirm is currently up about 92 cents. So this one I want to check back on after the market opens. We're still about 8 minutes away. So I'm going to check back in on Affirm at 8 to see how they're doing, but they are currently up about 92 cents. Okay. Let's hop over to NVIDIA. As you guys know, this is another one that I love to trade every single day. NVIDIA is the gift that keeps on giving. We did have a buy signal that came through at 9:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 1 minute chart. As you can see, it did trend up after that buy signal came. It's currently down about $1.99. It's currently trading at $6.99.18, but NVIDIA was as low as about $6.96. So it's actually coming up from that low of $6.96, and it is trending up. So we have a buy on the 1 minute and the 3, and also on the 5. Okay, and then looking at we also just on our 5, we just received a buy signal. On our 15, we also received a buy signal as well. And then if you look at our 2 hour chart, it's still trending down, but as you can see in that 1 minute, 3, 5, and 15, it is starting to trend up. So it looks like NVIDIA is currently down $1.84, but it has trended up because it was down, I think, almost like $8-9. But it looks like it is poised for a up open, and it will likely go positive at the market open in the next 7 minutes. Okay, so potential opportunities for calls on NVIDIA, at least for maybe the first few hours of the day. Okay, what else we got here? ELF. Excuse me, I wanted to take a quick look at ELF because I'm currently still in this ELF trade, and maybe you guys are as well, waiting for it to rebound. It's actually up about $2.57 so far pre-market. All right. We did just receive a buy signal at 8:50 a.m. on the 5 minute chart. We also have a buy on the 1, and then also on the 3. No, this is the 3. On the 1 and on the 3. So the 1, 3, and 5 all have buy signals. Okay. And then our 15 as well. So it looks like, as you can see right now, ELF is currently up $2.57, but it looks like it will continue to trend up as the market opens. All right. So hopefully we'll start to regain some of those losses, or if you want to enter into a brand new trade, it looks like ELF will start to rise today. Okay. So those are 3 of the companies that I'm currently looking at as we head into the market open. I had one more that was still position. I have Amazon up. I'm actually not really looking at Amazon today, so I'm passing back over to you so I can remember the other one that I was eyeing.
Okay, so we will look at some forex as we look for the opening bell. Okay, so we'll start out on the 1-day chart. We're going to look at the USD JPY. All right, it is in the middle of a buy signal on the 1-day. On the 4-hour, it's also in the buy signal, charging up. 2-hour in the buy signal, charging up, and the 1-hour on the buy. So we're going to be buy side bias on the USD JPY. Okay. Looking to get into some buy side opportunities on that. So maybe if we see some retracement in the shorter time frame, maybe on the 15-minute or the 5-minute, they're all in a buy. So we will essentially wait for the 5 or 15 to go red, and then once we get another buy signal, we can hop in there for a potential opportunity there. USD Great British Pound. Start out on the day chart is in the buy signal, stepping down to the 4-hour is in the buy signal, 2-hour is in the buy signal, and the 1-hour is in the buy signal. So we're going to be bullish on USD GBP as well, and then rounding it out on the USD Euro. 1-day chart is in the buy signal, 4-hour is in the buy signal, the 2-hour is in the buy signal, and the 1-hour is in the buy signal. So we're going to be buy side bias on the 3 main futures, forex that we're trading this morning: USD JPY, USD Great British Pound, and the USD Euro. So we will look to go ahead and enter into those buy side trades at the opening bell, and look to ride those throughout the day and to into potentially some swing trades. Okay, so that's what we're looking at on the forex side. For the crypto world, hopping over into Bitcoin, as we can see, it's been charging up for the last 3 days on the 1-day chart. On the 2-hour chart, it's charging up. And on the 1-hour chart, it's also in a buy signal. So buy side bias on Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin is 24 hours, so we could just kind of step down into the shorter time frames, wait for a potential retracement. There we go. So we got a disconnection right there. And what we would do is just wait. Got some sell side resistance at that third standard deviation, which makes sense. Now I'm gonna wait for the 1-minute chart to go green, get us a buy signal, and we'll enter into Bitcoin. On Ethereum, also trended up the last 3 days. On the 2-hour chart, also trending up, just got a buy signal today. And 1 hour. So yeah, I will step down and see if we have some. And we got to buy on Ethereum now. So we will get ready to go ahead and buy Ethereum. Okay, at the market. Risk 0.05%. Okay. And get into our initial Ethereum trade. So that is our first trade of the day. And somebody will say, well, how can you trade pre-market if the market doesn't open till 9:30 a.m.? The stock market doesn't open till 9:30 a.m. Crypto is 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it doesn't really track with the equities market. So we see we are in that trade. You'll see me make different amounts of trades between 1 share, 1 contract, 10, 100, 1,000, and risk different levels of money from, dollars to thousands of dollars. It all just depends because each different asset class is different. And I also want to make it relatable for every different person watching this show, depending on where they are in their trading journey. Okay. All right. So those are our outlooks: bullish on crypto, bullish on the Forex. The futures we're looking at mixed. So sell side on the equities, gold, and interest rates, and then bullish on the energies. Okay, stepping over here into our equities. I'm not going to get into any specific equities right at 9:30, but I can come over here and see on the 1 hour chart what we are expecting. We are about to get the opening bell in about 20 seconds. okay?
Exciting.
Excuse me. So I will kind of walk through this watch list and see what we got cooking. All right. In the futures markets, we are flat, and we will see what gets ready to happen at the opening bell, which is happening
right now. Ding, 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 ding. Well, you got the real bell. I'll have to do the fake one.
Yeah.
All right. So we're off to the race.
Hey, off to the races.
I love it. I wish we could hear the bell.
We
need to get.
All right, we just entered into our first trade of the day.
Go. What you get in? What you doing? What you got over there?
See, I don't see it, and we're out of it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I know what that was. Okay. No, let me put that.
You just gotta
okay.
buy.
That'll tell us when we're flat. All right. I mean, that'll tell us when we're in the actual future trade.
Right.
Okay. So let's walk through the watch list here and see what I will be looking to get into some trades around 9:45 to 10 o'clock on these stock equity trades. Also, if you're watching and you want us to analyze any of some stocks, bonds, options, forex, futures, or crypto that you guys want us to take a look at and do some real-time analysis, drop them in the comment section and let us know if you're looking to invest into them, position trade, swing trade, etc. And we will let you know what our thoughts are. This is not advice. This is not recommendations. We're not your fiduciaries, and we're not trying to sell you any securities. So trading and investing is personal, and you do them on your own, okay? But we will do some real-life analysis based on what we are doing, okay? Also, want to give a big shout out to the team. We just crossed over 700 subscribers for the Money Matrix.
So excited. Thank you guys so much for coming in and hitting the subscribe button. That's a reminder. If you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button for me and tell a friend to come and watch and get their news every morning and trade with us and make money with us Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 a.m.
Yes, absolutely. So we started this show on January 22nd.
My birthday.
Okay. And literally now, I think this is our 10th or 11th show.
I feel like every day you keep subtracting some.
I don't know. Well, we took one day off, so you're not.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're right.
We are now, at across 700 subscribers. So thank you. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you're informed every time that we go live. Okay. All right. So we did enter into our first futures trade. We're now shorting the NASDAQ. Okay. I talked about how it will probably be down at the opening bell based off of that pre-market analysis. We will see if that carries through, okay, and keep our eyes on that. So that is our first futures trade here where we are short the NASDAQ. All right, now going through our stock watch list, okay, BTI is in a buy signal, all right, since yesterday at what is that? 3:30. All right, so we missed that ride. The spiders. Now, keep in mind that the SPY, the SP 500, and the ES are at all-time highs. So it's also not a surprise to me that people will start selling off and selling the profits to take profits, if you will, from their trades. Okay, so that doesn't surprise me if we get a sell-off on that as well. All right, Tesla is in the middle of a buy signal, and I'm looking at these all on the 1 hour chart for potential active day trades, okay? This watch list that I'm going through is our 2024 selection of our investments that we're bullish on, bigger picture long term, okay? And so that means that everything on this list, we are open to holding it for at least 1 year, okay, for investment, but we can also trade them in the short term for potential daily and weekly profits. Before
you hop into that, can I just mention a couple of things? Okay, so really quickly, I know you guys are asking because we have a couple trades from yesterday that we're starting to get some gains back from. So one being ELF. ELF is starting to shoot up. I know I've definitely just recaptured about 30% of the loss from yesterday. So that is starting to rise up. I think we were just looking at ELF, and let me go back to our charts here. As you can see, ELF is in, this is the 3-minute chart. It is in this upside potential. It's up $8.57. So we're literally starting to recoup like every single thing from yesterday. And then the additional calls that I purchased on ELF are definitely all profitable. So we seeing this lovely, lovely rise up here. You see, this is the 15-minute bar, and then the 5-minute bar and the 3-minute bar, and it is still in a buy signal. So we'll keep our eyes out on this, but ELF is up about $8.03 something cents, $8 or so cents. That is starting to rise. Also, if you guys were being patient like us, well, let me tell you something. We are learning patience in this money matrix session every morning. It's like yoga for a patient brain, right? Okay, Uber, yes, Uber, thank you. Give us our coins back. Uber is up. So if you were in any Uber calls like I was yesterday, they are no longer down. They are officially profitable, okay? So hopefully, yes, we are facing. Yes, we are. We are learning patience. God is a good guy. He showed us some patience with these stocks, all right? Uber is also up as well, so very exciting now, finally up about 8.9% so far on Uber, but that's cool as long as I'm not down anymore. So we're up about $225 there. And then as I mentioned, ELF is also profitable as well, okay? So I just wanted to highlight these really quickly. I'm trying to see if there are any other ones that we were in that are finally profitable. I think that's it so far. So keep your eyes on those, set your stop losses if you want to lock in any of those additional profits, okay? But I just wanted to highlight those really quickly. As you can see, Uber is still continuing to rise as well here. All right. Oh, and NVIDIA, as we mentioned, NVIDIA was going to shoot up at the open, and that is exactly what it did. Did I click on NVIDIA? Here we go. It's up about $5.24. So if anyone got into any NVIDIA calls in the open, I didn't, because I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I wish I did. But it is starting to shoot up, and it's in a great buy signal here as well. So Shanika said Roblox is also on the move. Let's take a quick look. I did get out of all my Roblox calls yesterday, as you guys know. I took my little AK, called it a day. Roblox is up about $1.73 as well. So please make sure you're managing your emotions. Your patience is definitely paying off. As you can see, lock in any profits that you want, and then we'll start eyeing some new opportunities for today as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we were going through the watch list.
We have a bunch of looks too.
Yep. Tesla is in the middle of a buy. Riot is in the middle of a buy. Okay. Palantir is in the middle of a buy. All right. Microsoft. So a lot of these got, signals yesterday from that afternoon run, because if you remember from our analysis yesterday, we said that it was probably going to be short on the early side of the market and bullish long side, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so a lot of these buy signals came in the afternoon. So on the top of the hour, if we don't have any signals specifically from the things in our watch list, then we will actually just go ahead and sit on our hands, right? But we know we got a bunch of symbols in the comment section that people want us to look at. So that's always good as well. Amazon did just get a sell signal on the 1 hour at 9:30. So we will be looking to enter into a short on Amazon. So once we comes up to 9:45, we will look to get into short on Amazon. Apple also did get a short. That was yesterday at 11:30, so we missed that. NVIDIA is in the middle of a buy signal, as Dominique mentioned. Novo, we got paid nicely off of that. Novo just got a sell today, so we'll keep our eye on selling Amazon and selling Novo. All right, PATH is in the middle of a up signal. All right. The Qs, the middle of a buy. Roblox, we got paid off of Qs and Roblox nicely off of that buy signal from yesterday. Twilio is in the middle of a buy signal. Cruise in the middle of a buy signal. Nancy, we're still getting paid off of Nancy, so congratulations if you're still in that trade. All right. IBM just got a sell today. Okay, so sell side on IBM, Amazon, and Novo. and then BlackRock is in the middle of charging up. So we got 3 potential sales coming up at 9:45. So let's check the comments and see what some people are looking to get some analysis on. Suzanne says, hello, does Costco cost have any more gas for call options today? It's been ticking upward all week. Also UAA call option, and I'm still in Uber. All right, so I'll take Costco. You want to take UAA?
Sure.
Okay, so Costco, let's look at Costco. Costco is not on our watch list for 2024, but very familiar with it. And we talked about it in our first week when we were talking about how Costco beat their earnings because they sold over $100 million in gold bars last year. Okay, so let's go to Costco. If you're not familiar with Costco, or I don't actively trade it. I always start at the 1 month chart.
We're also not members.
No, we're not members of Costco. I used to be, maybe like 2016-ish or something like that. 2018. I was living in LA.
I still use my mom's card.
All right, so Costco went public in 1986. Okay, around $2, and it is now trading at $725. So you can see over time, Costco has weathered the storm of life. Okay, and has been trending upward and has a most recent buy signal in May of 2023. Okay. Now, stepping down to the week, a buy chart has been trending up since November 6th. Stepping down to the 2 hour, it is in a buy signal since Tuesday at 3:30. And on the 1 hour, it is also in a buy signal. So if you're looking for opportunities on Costco on the swing side of things, it still looks like there is some call opportunity for that trade, okay? And on the 1 hour, it is in a buy signal. So I won't actively day trade it because we missed that signal, but the analysis says that you can still be long side on Costco and maybe looking for, 14, 30, 60 days out on the expiration date selection, okay? That's Costco. UAA? Or Dominique?
Under Armour. They actually started at the University of Maryland and are headquartered in Baltimore. Fun fact. Oh. All right. So first of all, I did not know Under Armour's stock was trading this low. So Under Armour, some news just came out. It says Under Armour price target maintained with $9 a share. So that's their only price target. Right now, I'm currently on the 5-minute chart. We currently just received a sales signal for them at 9:40. So if I'm not sure what she was looking to do with Under Armour, but right now they are starting to fall. All right. They're currently, looks like they were at the opening, where's the opening bar? At the opening bar, they were around $8.27, and now they're at $7.75. Okay. So keeping that in mind. All right, so this is on the 1-minute chart, also sell, 3-minute chart, sell, 5-minute chart, sell, 15-minute chart, sale. So everything is saying sale for Under Armour. So not sure exactly what you were looking to do there, but it is all saying sell. NVIDIA on the flip side, I definitely just entered a trade on it. It is starting to fall ever so slightly here. It's still technically in a buy signal though, so it will likely start to rebound. Okay, so all right, the 15 minutes of the buy, the 1, the 3, the 5 are in a sales. I actually just entered a trade on it, so it will likely probably start to rebound later, but right now it is currently in a sell. So if anyone is in NVIDIA, okay? Miss Suzanne said it looks like UAA is good for a put. It definitely looks like it, okay? We also had swing on S. Did we do SMH? Did you do SMH?
No, go ahead.
SMH, okay. So SMH, is that right? SMH. This is a semiconductor ETF. This currently right now looks like it's in a buy signal, but it is starting to fall here. Our 1 minute, sell signal on this ETF on SMH. We have sell signals on SMH. If we look at a firm, and I think we had our eyes on a firm earlier, they were previously up a little bit, and now they're still up, but they're only up 51 cents. They were up trading around $46. Now they're trading around 45. So our 15-minute we're in a sell, 5-minute we're in a sell, 3-minute we're in a sell. So it looks like it's starting to fall. Okay, for a firm, and then Ford. Let's check out Ford for you, and then we'll look at PayPal. Ford, sell. We're in a sell in the 1 minute, sell in 3, sell in 5. So that's starting to fall as well. And then PayPal. PayPal, we are in a sell on PayPal. Looks like it's starting to fall, or continuing to fall, I would say. It's currently down about $5.96. Also, Truist just trimmed their price target to $70 from $73, but they do maintain their buy rating. So our 5, 3, and 1, it's all sell. So it looks like there's a lot of put opportunities that we can identify this morning. I'm trying to make sure. Oh, good job. So Faith was able, looks like Faith, girl, another day, another thousands of dollars for Faith. I was gonna say another day, another dollar, but you can't associate dollars with Faith. We only associate thousands over here. Shout out to Faith. Looks like she has another big profit on Win. Congratulations there. Uber, yep, we got that one. Yes, Uber, great. Miss Suzanne, looks like she got some profit on Disney. Good job. Congratulations to everyone here. I love it. I love it. So we also had, can you check Ritz? What's Ritz? I don't know what that is. RITZ. Is it like Ritz Carlton? What's Ritz? Give me a little more. It's not pulling up anything for me. Nene, can you give me a little something more? Because I think that might not be the right signal, the right ticker. Okay. Phyllis said I messed up my stop and it took me out in the video with $110 profit. Hey, don't be mad. All profits is profits, right? As Dion always says, you're $110 richer than you were probably 10 minutes ago, right? So that is a blessing. We celebrate all wins for sure. So it looks like we're having a lot of consolidation in the market. It's around 9:47 a.m. We had a lot of upsides. Now we're seeing some things like kind of start to fall, and it looks like things are consolidating a little bit. Hoyla Capital, is that the? Where y'all be getting these things from? Let me see. Hoyla, I don't even know. Yeah, you gotta give me a ticker symbol or something, Nene. This ain't no one. It's not coming up. Nene, help me out here. That symbol doesn't work and that name doesn't even show up. Okay. All right. Take a little sip real quick. Hold on.
Okay, so we're about to analyze.
No, you're good. I think I've gotten, there was some more at the top.
Did you check PayPal put for Colleen?
Yep, I did that. DraftKings, that's what we need to do.
Yep.
DraftKings. All right. So DraftKings, their earnings are next week, right? Let's see here. Yep. So their earnings are, interestingly enough, right after the Super Bowl. Their earnings are next Thursday, which is the 15th, which is the day after Valentine's Day. There'd be so many holidays. Okay. Right after Valentine's Day. So interesting. So it looks like this buy signal originally came through on DraftKings January 18th, and it's literally been trending up ever since then. It was the buy signal came through around $33.89, and it is up to $42. Okay, so almost $10 a share. Currently on our 1 minute chart, it is in a buy. We had a buy signal that came through at 9:47, so 2 minutes ago. Okay. And then we have on the 3 minute, we have a buy, looks like, as well. Yep, we're in a buy on the 1, 3, and the short on the 5, okay? And let's take a look at the 15. So it looks like it's a little bit of a buy, a little bit of a sell. Looks like it may be potentially consolidating a little bit. So DraftKings is currently up 25 cents, but if you look at our 2-hour chart, over time, looks like it's anticipated to go up. So it looks like for the short term, which we're seeing a little bit right now anyway, maybe the next few minutes, it may fall ever so slightly, but in general, it looks like it is still trending up. It's still in that uptrend that we've seen since January 8th, I believe, or 20, whatever I said. So yeah, it looks like it's trending up right now. Looks like I said, it's declining a little teeny bit, but overall, the next few days, it will continue to go where we needed to go. Okay. Okay. Oh, she said she's getting used to $600, $900 days. Yeah, listen, you do start to get used to those days. We said, I have been in draft. Oh, you've been in DraftKings since February the 2nd? Oh, February 2nd. Okay. Awesome. Good, Lisa. So you should be very profitable there. All right. MCK, please wake up. Yes, MCK, which is McKesson, y'all. It has been, its earnings, I don't know if it's going to wake up, girl. It is down, okay? McKesson, actually my aunt used to work there. McKesson is a medical distributor. They're actually down about $14.51 from their earnings. Looks like their price target was just adjusted to $5.60 from $5.15. So that is good that their price target was adjusted. So who was that? Faith? We'll probably start to see McKesson wake up, but I don't know if it's gonna be today. It might be tomorrow because these earnings did just come out, okay? So let's take a look at EVGO. And while I pull this up, Nini, I want to explain to you. So Nini was saying, my apologies. Oh, RIET. Should I get put? So I guess that's the symbol. Okay. So I think she gave us the right symbol. So we'll see if we can help Nini out here. EVGO, which is, what is this? I don't know what this is. EVGO. I don't know what it is. But either way, it looks like it's a specialty store. It's a retail store. All right. And their 2-hour chart, we're in a sell. 15-minute, we are in a sell. 3-minute, we are in a sell. Looks like there's a lot of sales signals for this. But this company, it looks like it's only trading around $2. Let's see. Yeah, all the technicals are saying sell website. Oh, they sell electric vehicle charging station services. Yeah, I don't know about this company. So be careful with this one. It's like they've been around since 2010. They don't have a lot of volume or anything really surrounding it. So keep your eyes and ears open for that one, but it is currently in a sale. Okay. Yeah, she said, is it EVGO or AB? I don't know. Faith Antoinette typed in EVGO. So I put EVGO. I could check and see what AVGO is, which is Broadcom. Maybe that's what it is. If you're looking at AVGO, they're currently up $19, which is about 1.57%. But Broadcom trades around $1,276 a share. Okay. Now let's see if we can check out RIET. All right. So this is an ETF. So this is the Hoya Capital. Okay. This is just an ETF. So you're probably not gonna see this has like no volume, like a little teeny bit of volume. You're probably not gonna see it move a lot today. It looks like it's fallen a little bit, but maybe like 10 cents or so. It's currently in a sell signal in the 1-minute and the 3-minute and the 5-minute. So yeah, it looks like puts, but I mean, it's not really moving, right? It's only down a penny. Looks like it doesn't have a lot of value with it. So something like that, you also have to be careful. One, make sure they even have options because it has so little volume. That's one thing. Two, it also may or may not have options because the volume is so small and it doesn't look like it moves a lot. All right. Because even in this movement, it moved about 20 cents. Even in this drop from 10.06 to 9.89, it's only about 20 cents, right? So we may not see a lot of movement or volume there, okay? So be careful with that. Also, a lot of times when stocks have a lot of volume, it may be harder to sell them to someone because if it's not a lot of people looking to buy them or sell them, remember the stock market is just a marketplace. There's buyers and there's sellers. then there's not a lot of volume, not a lot of interest surrounding a stock. It may not be nobody to sell this to once it's time to actually get out. So be very careful with some of these random companies y'all be finding probably on the internet or in a Reddit room or in your email. I remember back in the day, we used to get emails, and maybe just because I was like a nerd teenager, but I would get all these emails of like companies, you know, telling me about the next company that's about to have 1,000%, you know, jump or 2,000% jump. And they were literally just, once I finally went and got licensed, I learned what these things were. They're called, and Dion talks about them sometimes too, called pump and dumps, where they're literally sitting, this is before they were like big, before chat room forums were huge. Right now we have our Reddit, our Wall Street bets where people go and pump stuff up. But back in the day, back in my day, we would get emails, and those emails would say, you know, this ticker symbol is the next one going to 1,000. It was always penny stocks, right? Penny stocks that were trading less than $2 a share, sometimes less than $1 a share. They weren't even traded on the NASDAQ or the NYSE. They were all traded on the OTC, which is over the counter. They couldn't even meet the requirements to be eligible to trade on the NYSE or NASDAQ. And so we would get those emails, you know, young Dominique and I would always kind of watch and add them to our watch list and see how they were performing. When I tell you, a lot of times they would get enough people to go in and buy these stocks. And when this happened, as soon as all these people who really have no clue what they're doing, really putting their last little money into something, just hoping and praying that it shoots up, the people at the top who sent out the emails telling people to buy this thing, they would literally dump it, right? Because they were able to get enough volume and activity and buying power in for the stock price to go up. And at the peak of that stock, everyone who started the pump and dump would dump, and then everyone that was usually the average everyday person who put their last little money into it would get screwed over. And so you have to be very, very, very careful for when you get these random companies that pop up on your radar that have been around for who knows 2 weeks or whatever, and they somehow manage to go public on somebody's exchange. You could end up becoming the victim of a pump and dump. And so when I used to work at UBS, we would sometimes hear these older people come in like, oh my gosh, I put $30,000 into this because my cousin told me that he heard that his uncle worked at this thing and this company's going to go up, and I put my money in, and then I looked up the next day and the stock went from being worth $2 to 1 cent. What can I do? You can't do anything. You just got to hope and pray that this thing turns around, and 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. So please be careful about pump and dump situations, okay? Just wanted to highlight that for you guys as well there. Okay. You've been quiet over there, Dion. What you doing?
You've been on the run. I'm letting you rock. So,
well, I know you're a little under the weather, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Team effort, trying to...
Yeah. So, all right, it's about to be 10 o'clock, okay? So we will come over here to our watch list and see if we have any new signals at the 10 o'clock hour. We know that we were looking to short Amazon based off of this sales signal at 9:30, so we will get that position trade ready to sell Amazon, okay, and not risk more than 5%. So we're going to sell Amazon, we're going to sell Novo, and I think the other one was Path. So those are the 3 that we're going to be looking to sell. I think you covered all of the stocks that people were asking about in the comments. Those are the 3 trades that I'm about to get into at the top of the hour. All right. Keep in mind that the oil news comes out at 10:30. Okay. And then in the afternoon, there's also going to be some Fed news. All right. So that's something you definitely want to keep our eye on.
You said 10:30?
At 10:30, let me make sure.
Colleen said her PayPal put is putting. Okay.
Okay.
Love that for you.
At 10:30, we got natural gas storage news coming out. Okay. At 12:05, we have the FOMC member Barkin is speaking. Also at 1:01 p.m. today, we have the 30-year bond auction. So definitely want to keep our eyes on what's going on with that and look to see how those things are going to affect the markets, all right? So with that being said, let's get ready to enter into these sell side trades here in about 40 seconds on Amazon and Novo, and I think it's gonna be Path. Let's see. So Novo, we got a sell signal, right?
Yep, Novo, we got a sell signal. Was it Path? No, it wasn't Path. Willio. We will check to see what that third one was. If I remember correctly, it was 3.
You say Amazon?
Apple.
Oh, Apple.
Amazon, Apple, and Novo, we got sell signals. Okay, well, no, that sell signal for Apple was actually yesterday. So we'll just do Amazon and Novo on the sell side. Now it's 10 o'clock. We'll go in here, make sure our stop loss is set, sell Amazon and sell Novo. And this sell on Novo is, you know, a lot of people probably taking profits.
Damn, sorry.
From
ARM. No, I just
a lot of people,
ARM just shot up at like 47%. It caught me off guard. But yeah, go ahead.
probably taking profits
Sheesh.
from a lot of people probably taking profits from the charge up. Okay, so that's something that we'll keep our eye on. So now we're short Amazon and we're short Novo off the 1 hour signal on the stock trading side. So those are our 2 active trades for today. We know we started out the day at around 7,900 pre-market. Okay, and we can see how we're performing here. Obviously, we're still overall net profit. BlackRock is charging up for us. Nancy is charging up for us. And we'll keep our eye. Remember, our 5% rule is set on all of these. So if we don't get stopped out, then we're just going to continue to ride the ride. Okay? All right. Now, hopping over into crypto, we said that we bought the crypto. We bought, said we were going to buy it. Did we get in? No, we didn't. We were not filled on that. So we'll get ready here to buy Bitcoin. Okay. We'll look to buy Bitcoin. All right. Obviously only risking 5%. Okay. All right. And okay, so we're starting to go profitable on Bitcoin already. All right, forex, we were buy side bias on all of these. USD, right? So we'll go ahead. We did get in. USD JPY starting to go profitable. USD Euro got a sell signal on the 1 hour. We are long that, so we will wait until there's some more buying pressure coming in on that. And then the Great British Pound, JPY, we are down 112, and from that sell signal and the buy signal came in. So we will go ahead and exit this trade, close that position, minimize our loss because the opposite signal came in, okay? And tip our cap. It's all good. We're not going to win every trade and every day, but as long as we stick to our rules, I trade from signal to signal or signal to stop loss, and kind of go from there. Okay, yeah, pump and dump can happen in any asset class, okay? So you definitely need to be on alert, all right? And so with that being said, it just takes me to a reminder that, you know, scan the QR code. You can join our free Money Matrix Discord community, get in there with other like-minded individuals, ask questions, et cetera, et cetera. I seen somebody in the Discord yesterday had just joined and was like, hey, I'm thinking about joining Wall Street Academy, which is our paid course. And they were asking people in the comments, you know, hey, is this a real thing? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think I'm gonna make some money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So leave your comments, reply to them into the Discord, reply here in the comments. You know, drop a $sign if you've learned from us and made some money, or if you've traded alongside of us and made some money, and let the people know. You know, at the end of the day, we practice what we preach. We're actually executing based off of the very analysis we teach in our course. And then we've also created tools of, you know, trading algorithms and technology to help you do those things and or do some of those things for you. So with that being said, you know, a lot of people can say that they do something and they can teach you how to do something, but then can they actually show you that they're doing what they actually say that they are doing, right? And we're doing it here every day in real life in front of everybody live. So, you know, tell a friend to tell a friend, come in, join the Money Matrix community and enjoy, you know, not only the show, the news, the headlines, and watching us run it up, you know, because at the end of the day, we're not only doing this for ourselves, but we also want to empower people to be able to take control of their own financial futures and change their lives, okay? So trading and investing enables that, and it allows you to create your own schedule, design your own life, and live life on your terms, all right? So I'm super pumped and excited about the show. We only like 10 days in, you know, we just crossed over 700 subscribers. So shout out to you guys watching the show, sharing it with your family and friends, and joining the squad. So I appreciate that and just want to say thank you. Vanessa said, I already made what I paid for the class, and I have learned more than I imagined in such a short time frame.
Oh,
congratulations,
congratulations.
Vanessa. Glad to hear it. Glad to see it. Yes, and this is for anybody, no matter where you are in your journey, right? You could be just starting, never made an investment, never made a trade in your life, or you could be seasoned in one particular instrument or asset class and looking for a refresher, or looking to learn about some other asset classes that maybe you've never traded before, right? Or invested in before, and learning how to do the analysis on your own, right? Because it's one thing listening to somebody do it or watching somebody do it versus knowing it for yourself and being able to execute because you actually can see what was going on, right? You were once blind, but now you see. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you learn it, you can't unlearn it. And once you learn it, nobody could take it from you. And now you have that ability to do what you want and need to do, okay? So super, super excited about that. All right, so what's up? Khalidra says, what's up with the new algos? When can we get those? I was just telling the team today that I think by the middle of the week, middle of next week, we'll be ready to release them. So around
Valentine's Day?
Yeah, around like February 14th, 15th or something like that, we should be getting ready to release them for purchase through the community. I think it's gonna be about 4 or 5 new algos. Excuse me. Each one of them will come with instructions on what to do, how to do, when to do, why to do, and you'll actually see what we're doing and how we're making these analysis. And you can see that we simplified it to buy or sell. But in the explanation and in the course, you'll see all that goes into making those analysis and how it's being done in real time, okay? So in our futures trading, crude oil just entered into its first trade of the session. It is now on the buy side, okay? So that is our first trade of the day on the crude oil futures, all right? Ms. Wilson said, I love you guys. We love y'all too.
We love you guys too.
Yes. And thank y'all. And again, excuse us, you know, as we are a little under the weather and pushing through this, but we did get a chance to have a great, you know, lesson last night. The people stuck with us. We was rocking through some technical difficulties, getting all of the new stuff set up, because with the new studio set up, it also was kind of eliminating just kind of regular Zooms and Googles and stuff like that. So we had to really get through that.
There's too much going on in here. All these cameras and lights and it's a lot.
Okay, Lisa, can you look at SMH and Affirm? I know you like.
I think we did. I think we just did that. Did we? Did we do SMH? Hold on. I'm in the wrong screen here.
All right.
Give me a second. I was watching this little NVIDIA trade. Let's go back. I thought we just did this. Affirm. So, Affirm releases their earnings. I think we did it earlier in the show. So, Affirm releases their earnings this evening after the closing bell. All right. It says why Affirm's earnings might surprise this season. Let's see. Okay, interesting. So they're anticipating their earnings to be very good, to be very positive from Q4. So I'm currently on the 1 minute chart. Looks like we are in a buy. This thing went on a nice little run. It looks like from 9:52 a.m. up to right now. So around 9:52 when the buy signal came through, it was at 45.39. And now it is around 46.91. We just received a sell signal while I've been sitting here talking to you on the 1 minute chart. Let's look at the 3, and the 3 is still in a buy, so it may just be a slight fall, and the 5 is in a buy. But remember, this buy came through at like 9:55, so it's been in this buy for a minute. So as far as short term, looks like it's a lot of upside, but it could fall slightly for a little bit, for a few minutes, so kind of keep your eyes on it. Overall, the 15-minute and the 2-hour and the day, it's all in a buy. So it looks like long term, and it honestly looks like with this earnings, it may react positively as well from their earnings. So we could be in a situation where, yes, it may fall a little teeny bit in the next few minutes, which may make for a really good entry point as it starts to rebound today and then releases earnings today after the closing bell. So as you can see, like it's in this sales signal here. It's kind of looks like it's consolidating over here, but yeah, looks like it is going to be trending up for the day. As far as SMH, I think we did this one already. SMH, yeah, we did this semiconductor. SMH is in a sale right now. Okay, it's in a sales signal for the 1 minute, and then I think on the 3, yeah, the 3 is still in a buy, and then let's go to 15. It's pushing up, so it looks like it's gonna fall maybe for the next couple of minutes in this short-term sales signal, but everything else is pointing up. It's currently up $1.78. So do with that information what you will. All right.
Okay. Over here on the future side, we did just get into a sell signal on the NASDAQ future. So the NASDAQ is now entering into a short, and the oil is still long. Okay. So those are two current trades. And then we also just entered in on the ES, I believe, on the sell side as well. Yep. So we're now also selling on the ES. It did just hit that VWAP and is getting a little bit of support. We'll see if it bounced up from that VWAP, but we are net positive in both of the equities on the sales side, okay? So if you're watching any of those on the future side, they are bouncing up positively off of that VWAP. So we will see if the VWAP serves as a quality support area, okay, for these equity trades, all right? Now, coming back over here into the stock, let's see how our initial trades are just doing, and we'll do some more analysis. So we got in, okay, looks like we got stopped out. We shorted Amazon. Oh no, we're still in short in Amazon. We're down $46 in Amazon, down 68 in Mattel from that short yesterday. Let's check out the Mattel chart. Okay, so we shorted Mattel yesterday, and it looked like it might have got a buy signal. It did. So we're gonna go ahead and minimize that loss to $68. Hopefully Dominique's call is doing well. So we'll go ahead and minimize that.
All right.
Always
only down
stick to the
$100.
rules. Okay. All right. And what else did we put in? Novo. Our Novo short is positive, up $2. Okay. So we are short Amazon and we're short Novo today. Those are our active day trades. So we'll keep our eye on those. Okay. If you have any stocks, bonds, options, forex, futures, or crypto, you guys want us to check out.
Can we give this quick shout out to Miss Rita?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Odell, get the sound ready, because Miss Rita said the win streak continues. She has $2,300 gains so far today.
Hey.
It's only 10:14 a.m. And she's had 14 $1,000 of gains for the month, and it's only been 6 trading days. Okay?
Hey.
She said, I have not had a down day since the Money Matrix show launched.
I love to hear it. Love to see
Now,
it. Congratulations.
shout out to Miss Rita. I will also say, full disclaimer, Miss Rita has been in our Wealth Demystified program. Now she's in Wall Street Academy for probably at least since the summer, I believe, if not last year. So she knows the basics. So that's why she's able to, because she took the time to learn, she's able to come straight to the Money Matrix every morning and just get to the bag. She's not trying to figure out the difference between the call and the put. She knows the terms. She understands what we're saying. She understands these call outs, and she's able to immediately implement. So congratulations, Miss Rita. In Faith, everyone on here that is winning, but I wanted to just give that shout out. Thank you so much for that amazing testimony this morning, Miss Rita. So I want to remind you guys, if you have not joined, or if you're new to the show and you're like, what are they talking about? And how are these people making money? How they making money? It's not even what is it? What they used to do? No multi-level marketing, no pyramids, no nothing. Everybody's sitting at home minding their own damn business, making their own money, right? I love this. She may not even have brushed her teeth yet, and she already up $300 for the day. You probably did, Miss Rita, but if you have not, and you're still confused, please make sure that you click the link and you can join our Wall Street Academy. Now, while we still have the $1,000 off, you can use the code Money Matrix to get the $1,000 off and join. It's absolutely amazing. So you'll understand the basics. Your charts will be ready by the time that you come to the show every morning, because we're literally showing you how to set up your charts, how to have everything in place. You come on in the morning and we just get straight to the bag.
Hey.
We're not trying to answer questions. What's this? What's that? I got time for that. You do that in the Money Matrix when we have our office hours and our live classes. When we come here in the morning,
We want to run it up.
we want to run it up. Okay, so congratulations to Miss Suzanne, Miss Rita, Miss Lisa,
Carol,
Faith,
Lisa.
Khalidra, everybody,
Everybody.
Phyllis,
Run it up.
Jeffrey. It's a lot of women in here, though. I ain't gonna lie. The women in here
fellas,
running
let's go.
it
Jeff,
up, okay?
Dante, Victor. I know y'all been running it up. See, but the dudes, they just more quiet.
They
They
a
just
little
like,
tired,
I'm
yeah.
just here to get my bag, take care of my family, my babies, you know what I'm saying, and watch the show. But they be DMing me about their wins. It was just a little bit more private. Actually, one of them DM'd me yesterday. I'm not gonna say what you said. Congratulations and thank you for that. But yeah, I feel like, dudes, y'all gotta come on now. Help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? Show some more love in the comments, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations again to all of you guys. She said, do you have a payment plan for our Wall Street Academy? I don't think we have a payment plan, right?
50% off. So
It's
if you
50%
go
off.
in, if you scan the QR code, you can get, and you put in the Money Matrix discount code, it's literally 50% off because we're sharing love with the people who are watching the show and watching the show and learning, trading alongside us and being able to see it and then go in and support as well. But it is a supportive community. You can see everybody in here congratulating each other, supporting each other. You know, a lot of them be having link ups in their own cities,
Yeah, I love
meeting
that.
for happy hours and stuff like that. So it's always amazing to watch and see the community. We are trying to finalize the date and location for the Washington, D.C. in-person live studio lunch and learn and workshop. So that news should be coming out pretty soon. Ideally, we're looking to do that February 23rd. And then we're also going to do a retreat somewhere on a beach on an island somewhere in June as we finalize those details as well. So looking forward to continue to build the community, whether you're watching the Money Matrix show here on YouTube for free, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, or whether you join the Discord where you can chop it up with us even more directly, and or you want to learn and join the Wall Street Academy and actually learn what we're doing. Either way, getting the information is what's important.
Yep.
And learning how to do these things are the beautiful thing.
So, wait, real quick, Vanessa said, and this is, Vanessa, you hit the nail on the head, honey. She said they don't want the ladies to know. And that's what it is. The men don't want the ladies to know how much they make it. You know how these men do. You are so right, Vanessa, okay? Rita said, thank you both and the team. She said, I set my alarm to get up before 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I programmed my coffee the night before to be ready so I can get ready to get up and make the money. That's what I'm talking about. She got her little morning routine set.
Love it.
She has her little alarm clock set. She wake up, coffee already brewed. log on. Let's get to the bag. I love it. Miss Suzanne said, loving it here, trying to tell people, but they not listening. I can lead you to the water, but can't make you drink it. Let me tell you, Miss Suzanne, this is the story of our lives. You will be surprised how many even people in our family that ain't making as much money as y'all are, because they still don't want to listen to me. And I've been talking about finance since I was 16, right? And so people just, listen, you could try to show them, but hey, it's hard to break a broke mindset, okay? They'll see you, just keep rising, they'll see you everywhere, and they still won't believe it.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's okay because y'all are here.
The beautiful thing also about the show is you don't even have to try to sell them anymore, right? You could literally just send them a link to the show and just say, hey, watch this. Now, if they watch it, cool. If they don't, cool. But at least you can say that you did your part, and now they don't have any excuse because they could come and watch it for free.
Yep.
You come watch the show, watch us do what we do, trade and invest, and then see the people winning in the comments, and see that it's real. So you can also feel another sense of you did your part, right? Because one thing I'm not trying to do anymore is I'm not trying to convince adults about what they should or should not do. You are
let me tell you, I love my husband, but he wastes a lot of years trying to convince people to do things to better themselves, and they won't do it. I'm like, baby, don't waste your time. We got whole new humans we can influence, and a lot of those adults are still in the exact same situation, and we've evolved. So just don't get frustrated, because I know now a lot of you guys are winning, and you see the other side of the mountain, and it does get very frustrating because you want to take the people with you that you love and you care about, but you can't take everyone with you, unfortunately, and that's something that we had to learn the hard way. But as long as you are here and you're taking the steps, that is true. All that matters, all right? Miss Suzanne also says she's on the West Coast, so she gets up at 5:45 a.m., devotion first, and then she is ready. So I love that. Like, a lot of you guys are even getting up. So y'all making money even before, like, you starting at 5:45. Some of y'all are done at 9 a.m., right? Absolutely amazing on the East Coast. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you guys. I'm just so proud of y'all. And I know some of y'all are older than me, but I feel like the proud mama when I see y'all say, hey, I had a, made 5 figures in 6 days, or made 5 figures in a month, or 40K month, or 50K month. It makes me very, very proud. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for allowing us to spend the mornings with you, and honestly to have spent the last few years with many of you guys. So I really, really, really appreciate that. I appreciate that. So,
hey, Ms. Rita said, I shared the link, but don't tell the family how much I make, because then they're going to
that part.
That's too funny. Yeah, we definitely understand that. And it's like,
that's when you have to learn the power of no.
True.
I was at the spa the other day, and this lady was doing my treatment. She said, how do I tell my family members no? I was like, just how you said it. Just say no. No can be a sentence. No, period. Keep it moving. Right? You're the one that got up in the morning, logged on at 5:45. You're the one that paid for the course. You're the one that studied, that watched the videos, that read the charts and did the things. So why do you need to share what you made with somebody else who's too damn lazy to do the same thing? The answer is no, because I put the work in. So no, that's it. Just no. Very easy. Yeah. Very simple. Yeah. Very simple.
And the thing is, everybody, it's like, just like we say, trading and investing is personal, your walk is personal too, right? And so you can take some time, energy, effort out of your day to help people out the kindness of your heart, and, do what you need to do to feel like you are helping and giving back and serving. But you can't force anybody to do anything, and you definitely cannot force somebody to better their lives if that's not something that they actually want to do.
Especially not no grown adults. Okay.
Yeah. So that's something to always keep in mind. It's like, listen, you guys thought your way here, whether it was through, dreams, whether it was through networking, whether it was through inspiration, whether it was through watching TV videos, however you decided that you wanted to trade and or invest, that's how you got here, right? And so with that, you want to be able to say, okay, I got to take care of me and I got to do my part. And I'm going to give people the game and the information, but at the same time, I'm also not going to be pressed if they don't, right?
Nope.
Because I got to take care of me too. You feel what I'm saying? And you can spend a lot of, trust me, I've done this. You can spend a lot of time, energy, and effort trying to convince people to do X, Y, and Z, and that ends up affecting you and where you are and what you're doing and your time, your energy, your effort, your resources, and getting things done because you're trying to convince other people to do X, Y, and Z. Listen, you're going to get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna believe it and you're going to do it or you not. I'm going to tell you, and you're going to either rock with it or you not.
And I realized, I'll never forget one day I was like, I'm sitting here trying to convince these 3 people to listen to me when I have hundreds of thousands of people on my social media, on my email list, waiting and asking and paying me to get the information. So y'all 3 people could kick rocks because there's more than enough people who want to get this information, and I'm gonna give it to people that want to receive it, right?
Yep.
Which is very, very important. So let's get back to these markets, okay? What's been going on over here? NVIDIA, I'm still in this NVIDIA trade. We just got a sell signal that came through on the 15-minute chart. 1, 3, and 5 look like it's having a little bit of a dip, so hopefully it starts to rebound. Also, one of the things I wanted to highlight was we talked about ARM earlier, and I'm actually going to add ARM to one of my, not my official watch list, but one of my little other watch lists, because I want to watch that company because NVIDIA is, as I mentioned, one of their main customers. So they may actually have some movement similar to NVIDIA, right? They're actually up. Remember we were talking earlier, I think NVIDIA, ARM, ticker symbol ARM, was actually up about $16 or so, I think, when the market opened. Now they're up $41.62. They're up 54% from their earnings this morning. So I am not in a trade on ARM, but I'll tell you, I'm very long on ARM, and I definitely want to follow it, and I'm adding it to my list and look for trade opportunities because it looks like it is a stock that has a lot of volume and a lot of volatility, and I like a good volatile stock. Also looking at their volume, they have 41.21 million shares being traded just today. So lots of volume, and I want to just highlight that because one of the other companies that y'all had pointed out, I was saying ain't no volume there. It was like 2,000 shares being traded today. And that is not a lot of volume. It's going to be very hard to sell or buy or find someone to even buy it from. So definitely want to add ARM to something that I'm going to keep looking at. You'll probably start to see me trading that one a little bit more. So I'm going to keep my eyes out on that one as well.
Okay, you want to look at well, check out NVIDIA. I know you love NVIDIA.
I just talked about NVIDIA, babe. I literally just talked about it.
Well, you said ARM.
Nah, I said NVIDIA.
I thought you said you was adding ARM.
I said adding ARM, but before that, I said we got a sale on the 1, the 3, the 5, and the 15 on NVIDIA, and I'm hoping that it starts to rebound. I'm currently in a trade. He don't be listening.
Gotcha.
You know what? This is the cool thing about cameras, is that when we at home, he'll listen to me. And now we're on this TV, and it's fully documented that you do not listen.
Oh, you stop
all right?
It. Stop it right now. Because we also have the recording that I do. So.
Oh, no. Run back the tape.
All right, so we just got into a sell signal on the NASDAQ over here on the algorithms, but it is getting quality support off of that VWAP. It has bounced off of that VWAP several times. It is consolidating right now, so I want to see what's going on in these equities because there is news coming out at 10:30 as far as the natural gas. So I want to see if that natural gas news will affect the equities at any point. But we did get a sell signal on the NASDAQ. It is long, but it is getting quality support around that 17,835 at the VWAP. So we will have a battle going on. And I do want to see if the 10:30 news for the natural gas also affects the RB, which is the gasoline futures, and the CL, which is the crude oil futures. So I want to keep an eye on those as we approach this news here coming up in the next minute and a half. All right.
They funny way. Vanessa said, He never listening. He be counting ticks and dollars. Literally.
Hey, what'll be here for, y'all?
Miss Rita said, let's see the replay. Jeffrey said, red flag, replay.
Yeah, you know, they got, I don't know who, I think it's Progressive, but somebody got a commercial out right now about watching the replay when people are talking and engaging and stuff like that.
Man,
so that's pretty funny.
I love to see the replay.
Okay. All right, so let's check out some of these stocks that we're in. BlackRock is battling. It's down a little bit today. We were up at like $200. Okay, and now we're up only $25 on BlackRock. Nancy, we're up 149. We were up 240-ish. Novo, we shorted that. We're down $3 on Novo. Amazon, we shorted Amazon, down 85 on that. So it's kind of mixed right now. Like I said, the news is getting ready to come out in 3 seconds. Let's see how that affects the markets. And let's see all right. So gold just entered. Crude oil is starting to shoot up a little bit on that news. Not seeing any really big movement yet. Let's give it, another 30 seconds to a minute, but not seeing any large news off of that coming at 12:30. And then also, like I said, FOMC at 12 and the bond auction at 1. So we'll start to see some volatility pick up around that news. This NASDAQ is really holding the line at that VWAP and continue to bounce off at that VWAP. It's been consolidating there basically for about the last 6 minutes. So there is going to be a breakout to a certain side. Right now, some of the longer time frames are starting to go into sell signals. Okay. Yep. And it is starting to sell off. So we are in the sale for the NASDAQ, okay? And it is starting to tank a little bit, okay? All right. So we are in the sell side on the NASDAQ, and let's see, it actually broke now past that VWAP. All right, it broke down past the VWAP. And now let's see if the VWAP serves as a resistance area and they begin to push the market down. Remember, pre-market, the VIX was in the green, which means typically the equities will be down, but also the bonds were in the red, which typically means that the equities would be up in inverse. So we'll see how the relationships are panning out. But right now, some data is showing to the downside for the NASDAQ, and let's see if we can ride some of these rides down with it, okay? It didn't move the energy markets as much, okay, on that natural gas at 10:30. There was a little charge up in the oil, but no real big move there, okay? And so we will keep our eyes on that. What are you looking at over there, Dominique?
I was looking at ARM. I'm really intrigued by this ARM company here. We actually received another buy signal. It was at 1029. It looks like it's literally still trending up. Very, very interesting here. So that is what I'm actually looking at. Yeah, we just got another buy signal on ARM. So I want to check that out. And then I know Johan wants me to, what's up? Johan wants me to look at Palantir. She said, can you check Palantir for a cross swing? It's dropping. Okay, so yeah, it is. It is dropping a little bit. So Palantir, we're currently in a 15-minute chart. We did just receive a sell signal. 1 minute chart. We have that's in a sale, a nice little sale. So we will likely start to see a rebound. It's been in this sale for quite some time. If we look at our 2 hour, it's still in the buy. And then if we look at the day, looks like it is starting to actually rebound here in our day chart. It's in a buy. So yes, it looks like Palantir could be a potential swing for sure here, because we're getting a bunch of sales signals. I mean, you could also wait until we actually get the, let me reset this here. We could actually wait. Look at this drop. Look at this drop in the 1 minute chart. So this sell signal came at 10:12, and it was at $24.50, and now it's down to $23.60. And it looks like it is about to start trending up here in this 1 minute bar. We haven't received a buy signal yet, so you may even want to wait until you get the buy signal. But it is currently in a sell. But yeah, so yeah, you're right. It could be a good opportunity for a swing. Okay.
All right, glad to hear it, glad to see it.
If it can rebound.
Okay, let's look at. So yeah, the spiders were at some all-time highs. They seem to be holding the line there. It's currently at 497. All right, seeing if it's going to get over the 500 mark on the SPY and over the 5,000 mark on the ES. All right, as the NASDAQ looks to have turned around off of that initial sell-off, got some support around that 17,824, pushed through the VWAP and pushed all the way above that first standard deviation, and is now starting to push through that first standard deviation. Okay, so we will keep our eyes on these markets as they push through. Gold has entered into the game. We are now long on gold with the algos, okay? And that is the only trade that is currently in. It's flat on the other trades. And so we will keep our eye on what's going on with that.
And we did just get buy signals as well on NVIDIA for anyone that's playing with NVIDIA today, like I am. So we did just get buy signals. I'm already long NVIDIA. Excuse me, long NVIDIA. But it is starting to rise. It had fallen and like down about $3-4 a share. Now it's actually up 60 cents. Okay. Nice. So, okay, I see you over there running it up.
Some light for a Thursday night.
A little 3K, 3,500, 3,600, 39. Yeah. Okay. So he over there running it up. Which is why he ain't listening, so I'm saying. But no, yeah. But I'm really eyeing this arm as well. As I mentioned, we had this buy signal that came in. Okay, now we starting to see a little dippy here. I'm still technically in a buy, but yes, we do have buy signals on NVIDIA. So it looks like it is. Let me come back to NVIDIA here. We got a buy signal. This is the 5 minute chart at 10:30, so about 5 minutes ago. So it looks like it is starting to trend back up. Okay. So, yeah, that's all I got right now.
Okay, so the NASDAQ is trending up. And let's see where it is now. The next area of potential resistance, 17,864, is that second standard deviation. It is getting some resistance in the middle of that between the first and the second standard deviation. Excuse me, we shall see. Oil was trending down at that same time, so those kind of typically trade in the inverse as well. We did get a buy signal on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 for the NASDAQ. So we shall see if we get a buy signal here on the volume charts to get ready to push through that, as it looks like they're battling here at this in the middle of this 17,850s. They got a battle basically between 850 and 860. And right now, the time frame charts are starting to all go green as we are trending over time with the NASDAQ chart. So you guys see me looking at multiple screens because we got multiple screens in here in general, but looking at multiple screens for different types of charts. So tick charts, volume charts, time charts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All these are giving you different types of data. All these are things that, you know, we kind of talk about in WSA. And when we're covering, you know, the fundamentals of the things that we are doing in the course, okay? So we are in Money Matrix in this show. We are live and we're just, you know, focusing on getting to it. And then in the courses, we actually teach you how to do what it is that we are doing, et cetera, et cetera. Okay?
Yeah. And Miss Suzanne was asking about a firm. We've looked at it already, Miss Suzanne, and it looks like right now Affirm is releasing their earnings today after the closing bell. As we mentioned, they are currently a 15-minute chart in a buy signal right now. As you can see, it's up $2.69. In the 1 minute, it's trending down just a little teeny bit. 3 and the 5 and the 15 all in buy. And then for the day, it's also in a buy. And analysts are also saying that Affirm's earnings might surprise us. So it looks like they are poised to, they're poised to rise after their earnings are announced. Obviously, we do not know which way it's going to go, but right now looks like it's positioned to be up today and potentially to continue to be up after the earnings. Also keeping in mind that these are Q4 earnings. And so Affirm definitely probably had a lot more activity during the holiday season because more people are using services like Affirm and using services like the buy now, pay later, option as they check out during the holiday, right? Now it's Q1 where everybody realizes that they done spent too much money with these companies and then they may start to see some defaults. Well, but for Q4, they likely probably saw a nice uptick in the utilization of their services. So it likely will probably be pretty positive. Also, Affirm added another service that I think, from what I was reading from analysts, are saying did really well for them, especially during the holidays, that now Affirm has like a card that you can actually use. And now you can even add the Affirm card to your Apple Pay and use it in the store. And so this was a game changer for people because now, previously with Affirm, you would have to check out, online, or only online purchases you can use Affirm. But now you can also use Affirm in stores. I'm sure that's probably going to be a huge revenue driver, especially after the holiday. So, I'm thinking that Affirm probably is going to have a nice little uptick after their earnings. So I'm personally bullish and long on Affirm. I have not entered into any Affirm calls just yet. I am planning to do so. I'm waiting to see if he'll fall a little bit before the market closes, before they announce their earnings. So I'm waiting for that next sales signal that come out, and maybe purchase at the end of that sell signal to get a nice little run up, because it is already up $2.60 something cents because it's going back and forth right now. Okay. I will say one thing, with my nose being congested all week, I now understand why Alex Hormozy, because it used to annoy me a little bit that he always had that thing on his nose. I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
nasal strip.
You always got this nasal strip. Every video, he has a nasal strip. But now I was looking at some nasal strips. I was going to buy some for us. And I'm like, man, I see why. Because if you have, I don't have ongoing sinus problems, but I definitely see how that can be really, really annoying. And I'm considering investing into some nasal strips, because I realize at night we keep getting, and it's just really annoying. Anyway, but now I understand Alex Hormozy's struggle. Keep it at that. It's a thought. Call that random thought.
Okay, so now on the future side, crude oil did enter into the trade. It is now on the buy side for crude oil. Okay, and so we're long crude oil, and we're long crude oil, and we are long gold, right? And those are our future trades currently. Okay. And then now checking in on the stocks. We were walking through the watch list, see what we got maybe potentially at the top of the hour.
Ow.
All right. Tesla was already in the buy signal. Riot already in the buy signal. Palantir was in the buy signal, starting to get a little resistance. Microsoft. Okay, buy signal. Lockheed Martin did get a sale, but that was at 9:30, so we kind of missed that ride. Okay. JP Morgan got a sale. That was also at 9:30. We missed that ride. If you guys got into any of those, congratulations. Amazon, we're down $71. Apple, we missed that sales signal that came in. NVIDIA is still charging up in the middle of a buy signal. Novo, we're now up $44 on our short. So if you got into the Novo short, congratulations. We're up about 40% return on that. All right, we risked $119 and we're currently up we're currently up 43. Okay, so love to see that. All right, Path. Missed that buy signal there. Okay, the Qs. We got paid off of the Qs yesterday on that buy signal. Roblox, we got paid yesterday off that buy signal. Twilio. Okay, we got paid last week off of Twilio. And so those are just kind of walking through the watch list. IBM, oh, you know what? We were supposed to enter that at the top of the hour. I did.
Oh, that was the other one.
That was the third one I couldn't remember, the IBM.
We gotta write it down or something.
Yeah, we got some more updates coming for the show, everybody. So it will get a little bit more smooth and we will have some things to show visually as we get through those. So this is only the second week of the show. We're looking to push through a couple of more things of flowing through, and we'll kind of go from there. Khalidra said, can we look at PepsiCo for options?
Yeah, let's take a look. It's also 10:45. You know what that means? That's when I started thinking about lunch. I'm like, what you thinking? What you in the mood for today?
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay, PepsiCo. I'm looking at Pepsi. What you think about lunch? Okay, PepsiCo has decided that they're going to keep their quarterly dividend at $1.26 a share. That's a good dividend, by the way, FYI, everyone. It looks like it says it'll be payable April 1st to shareholders of record on March 1st. You have some time to buy some shares if you would like to get in on PepsiCo. So they're paying $1.265 per share quarterly. That's good. That's a good little dividend. Their stock is trading around $172.98. Okay. So currently, their earnings come out tomorrow morning, if I'm accurate here. All right. They are taking a quick look at something. Okay, they're currently up $1.54. So I'm on the 1 minute chart. As you can see right now, we're in a sell signal here. It's been in a sell signal since 10:30, basically 10:29, the 10:29 bar. This is the 3 minute bar or chart. We're still in a sell, and then the 5, we're in a sell. We've got another sell signal. And then 2 hours. So right now we are looking for the short term, maybe next 15 minutes or so. PepsiCo is going to be falling so slightly, but longer term, it looks like it is positioned for up. And then on the day, it's also positioned for up. Let's go back and see how it typically does during earnings. So let me make it a little tighter here. So what is this? Oh my God, it's February. All right. So their last earnings that they had was in October 10th. Oh, that's our wedding anniversary. October 10th. So their earnings did well. They actually went up about $3.61. Their earnings before that, they went up about $2.48. And apparently, y'all, they haven't had a down earnings like in probably 5 quarters, interestingly enough. Going back to February of last year, yeah, they haven't had, they haven't had what is this? Yeah, they haven't had a down earnings in a long time. So Pepsi is thriving, okay? Y'all drinking Pepsi and Pepsi products, apparently, okay? They do have, they receive on the day chart, they had this buy signal that came in on the 29th of January. They've been trending up since then. So it looks like right now, based on our current charts, Pepsi is trending down currently. We're probably going to get, it looks like it's about to start trending up on this 1 minute chart. So we're probably going to get a buy signal soon. For the day, it looks like it's going to be up. And then it looks like with this earnings, if we just look at history, obviously past performance is no indication of future results, but they have literally killed every single earnings that they've had for the last 5 quarters. All right, let's hop over here to Robinhood, see what they looking like over here in the hood. All right, let's take a quick look, pull this up. I like to go down and see the cute little dots and see how they did. Look at this. They have beat look at them. Go ahead, Pepsi. I'm proud of y'all. So every single quarter, it looks like they have literally beat their earnings. I don't see why that would necessarily change this quarter. You know, Pepsi's one of them companies that have been around forever. People have been drinking Pepsi since, I don't know, Pepsi came around, I guess. So, yeah. When Pepsi come around? Oh, 1965? I think they not that old. My mom was born in 62. So, that's 60-something years. That's a long time. Shout out to you as a company. That's a long time to be thriving. But anyway, they'll probably do good. They've done well the last 5 quarters. This will likely continue. Obviously, we have no idea, but it looks like they will continue this good track record that they have. The one thing I do notice is when they do rise, they don't rise like drastically like you know, these AI companies do, but they do typically go up maybe between $1 to $4 a share, which is still very good. So it looks like they'll likely continue that trend. Yep, go ahead, Pepsi. Proud of y'all. Proud of y'all. Very proud. And they paying a dividend. So if you want to invest in the stock, it looks like it's still a good buy and hold stock. $1.20 something a dividend per quarter is very good, you guys. Very, very good. Okay. All right.
We just got a buy signal on the NASDAQ and enter into that trade.
Let me get in on this NASDAQ.
Okay.
See what they doing over here.
All right, so we are now in the buy side on the NASDAQ and currently profitable. It has pushed through that first and second standard deviation and is now trying to push through that third standard deviation on the way up. So it may reach some resistance right there, but the longer time frames, everything is pushing up. 1 minute, 5 minute, and the 15. Let's check the 1 hour. Check the 1 hour. 1 hour chart did get a buy signal at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock. So could be bouncing off of, it bounced off of that VWAP. Okay. And got some strong support. It was teetering around it during that news and then began to push up. So we will keep our eye on the NASDAQ. We are in a buy signal. We're currently on a buy on the NASDAQ and the ES and in gold. So those 3 futures are starting to trend up. We'll keep our eyes on those. Okay.
Love it. NVIDIA is finally starting to rise up too. It's up about $3.63 now as well. So I just want to highlight that.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
All right, let's check. So our equities are probably starting to turn around as well, right? As the markets start to come up, so we can kind of check on these trades. Still up around $7,400. We started out at 79. We did exit a couple of trades. So we did exit a couple of those trades and took some money off the table or minimized the losses. So that is something we will keep our eye on. But like I said, these NASDAQ futures are now starting to charge up. However, it is at the third standard deviation, so I do want to kind of be careful around that unless a strong sell-off begins to come in because we are at that top of that third standard deviation. So do want to keep my eye on that as that selling pressure is there. But the time frames are pushing up, okay? So as we look to get into trades and think about how we're holding these and what is the reason we're getting into some of these trades. That's something I want us to keep in mind on, right? Everything being a data-driven decision, right? To get in, to get out, to stay in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Really understanding that data leads the market, information leads the market. And so if there is a reason for us to get into a trade that is data-driven based off of what we learn from analysis, whether it be fundamental, technical, quantitative, quantimental, et cetera, then we need to understand that and then stick to the rules, okay? But if it is reasons to not trade or to get out of a trade, that should also be kept in mind as well, okay? Data, 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 data. I cannot express that enough, how important data-driven decisions are. Okay, so we are getting ready to approach our Keeping It a Buck segment.
Before we approach it, can we take this quick look at Instacart? Because it'll probably be our last one we look at.
Yeah.
So Darnell was asking about Instacart here. So I don't know if they have, I didn't realize Instacart had all this drama going on. So I did not know this, but I just saw in their news here, it says that some law firm announces that Instacart investors with substantial losses have the opportunity to lead a class action lawsuit. And apparently Instacart also faces securities class action after IPO allegedly downplayed competition. So yeah, like what's going on with Instacart? So I'm not sure if they have earnings coming out. Oh, they do. They have earnings coming out next Tuesday, so we have some time. On our day chart, they're in a buy signal. On our 1 minute, they're in a buy. 3, they're in a buy. 5, they're in a buy. So it looks like they're trending up. They got a lot of drama going on. So anytime companies have all these lawsuits and things, you got to be very, very cautious, especially as their earnings come out. That could backfire against them. If investors do actually start pursuing lawsuits against them, it's going to make the value of the company go down, the value of the stock going down. That's never a good thing. And they also have some drama with the SEC. They got a lot of legal problems going on. So right now it looks like it's trending up, but just keep your eyes and ears open to the news and the drama that's currently surrounding Instacart. I didn't know they had this much drama going on. Also, that their parent company is called Maple Bear. Did not know that. And their ticker symbol is CART. So that's my analysis on Instacart. Be careful.
Okay. So yesterday in our Keeping It a Buck, we talked about do or do not, there is no try, right? And one of the things that I want to piggyback off of for today's Keep It a Buck segment is the word failure and how we should look at it. So first and foremost, I don't believe that the word failure exists, right? I believe that you are trying something and you are learning your way forward. Right. And in Silicon Valley, when I used to live in Silicon Valley, they're taught to fail fast. Right. Because when you do not accomplish something, if you sit back and you analyze it and you optimize it, then you work on it to get better so that you don't do the same mistakes. So when people are thinking about investing, they're thinking about trading, and they're thinking about changing careers or doing whatever, even if you think about doing stuff on the side, don't allow the fear of failure to stop you from taking a chance on taking control of your life and your future. And also look at failure as an opportunity to grow, okay? Because at every new level, if you're broke through level 9 and now you're on level 10, you're not gonna necessarily know how to operate at level 10 yet because you just got there, right? So you have to learn how to operate at that level. And you may take it as failure, but it's really you learning how to operate. A child doesn't crawl, stand up and try to walk and fall and then say, you know what, I'm not going to try that walking thing again. They learn from whatever it was in that most recent experience, and then they get right back up and they try again, okay? So shift your mindset on the word failure. I know it has a negative connotation for a lot of people, but look at it more as a scientist, like I'm just testing things and I'm having micro tests so that I can learn what's the best thing for me, optimize, and then do those things so I can be consistent and successful over time. Okay, so get that word failure out of your vocabulary and out of your life and look at it as I am working to get better. I'm going to learn from each experience. I'm going to optimize based off of the information, data, and feedback that I get, and I'm going to use that to design a lifestyle that I want to live. Okay, so that's my Keeping It a Buck for today.
Love it.
All right, Dominique, any final words?
I second everything that you said. Yes. So no final words for me. Wait, we have 2 minutes. So I did want to do one thing, but now I don't see it. Oh, really quickly, can we just recap the earnings that are happening tonight and tomorrow for our peoples?
Do it.
Okay, so really quickly, today after the closing bell, Affirm, we didn't even talk about Pinterest. I want to talk about Pinterest. I forgot. But Affirm, Pinterest, Cloudflare, Dexcom, Expedia, CleanSpark, Bill.com, Illumina, PedMeds. And then tomorrow, PepsiCo, which we did talk about, Canopy Growth, AMC, Blue Owl, Proto Labs, you guys see. So we still have a lot of earnings coming up. And tomorrow we'll also talk about, tomorrow's Friday, we'll talk about some of the earnings that are on deck for next week, okay? As well. So keep your eyes on some of the ones that we have this evening. I think Pinterest has been doing really, really well. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I've seen that their revenue and their ad revenue has been really good. So we'll talk more about those tomorrow and see how those results pan out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of The Money Matrix.
Yeah.
Please make sure that you hit subscribe and that you click the little bell so you're notified when we go live, and that you tell a friend. Those are your homework assignments for today.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. Looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Love, light, peace, wealth, great health, and abundance to each of you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you live tomorrow at 9 a.m.